Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. It's me, Jess. I am back live, and we're going to have a little discussion about mystery shops and, in particular, apartment mystery shopping. I used to, and I say used to, I may be doing a few additional shops soon just to try it out so I can make a new video about virtual apartment mystery shops. But I like apartment mystery shopping for a few reasons, and there are a few reasons why I don't love apartment mystery shops. So I'm going to talk about it. I did a few videos about mystery shopping for apartments. There are, I think, 2 or 3 videos right now on my channel. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But I'm also going to talk about it here. Not too in depth about the company or anything, but I am going to talk about overall my experience with apartment mystery shopping with a particular company that I actually learned about from someone else on YouTube like 2 years ago. And then I'm going to just basically give you high level what are the good things about it, what's the bad stuff about it, or things I don't necessarily like about apartment mystery shopping with this particular company. So I am going to just jump right in here. And hello, my friends. Hi, Boss Lady Denise. And hey, Paulindo. Welcome. Glad to see you guys here. Happy Sunday. So, okay, what is apartment mystery shopping? I'll give kind of an overview of what this thing is. So like last year, 2019, I really wanted to take on a side hustle because I had actually lost my job. So I started looking into different ways where I can just make any kind of income. And I found this lady, I think her name is Danielle, but her YouTube name is Real Estate Profit Lab, I think, on YouTube. But she always shares, just different income, driving ideas that you can do. So I tried out this company called EPMS, or Ellis Partners with Mystery Shopping, I think it is. Let me get the right name so I can tell you guys. So it's Ellis Partners in Management Solution, so EPMS for short. And what they do is they basically help companies train their leasing staff. And also they will have mystery shoppers so that they can see how the leasing professionals are actually doing. What are they saying? Are they saying the right things? Are there any discriminatory practices happening? What's overall customer service? And what's the overall perspective of a customer of their actual property? So they are paying this company to do that stuff for them. So EPMS also offers training and things like that as well. So as a mystery shopper, what I really liked about EPMS is the fact that you don't have to put up any actual money first. So if you start looking at mystery shopping in different stores and things like that, you'll see that you actually, you buy something or some things from a store and then you're supposed to get reimbursed for it. Well, I just felt a little weird about that. I was like, well, why am I putting up my money first? How do I know this is even legit? So that will take me into my first point. And yes, I have notes here. My first point about the good of apartment mystery shopping. The great thing is that you do not need to have any money to get started. And in fact, you really don't need a lot of anything to get started. You just need a good internet connection and a phone. So if you have a phone and good internet connection, or even just a computer, you should be good to go with apartment mystery shopping. So that's the first thing. I really like that really anyone can do it if you can, have access to a phone and internet. So the next thing that I like about it is, you don't have to pay money up front. However, they will pay you very consistently after you complete an apartment mystery shop. And I'll talk a little bit about, some of the good of the process. But they pay you on a specific day of the month, just as if you were getting a monthly paycheck, which is nice. And it is direct deposit. So you can set up direct deposit. The money will show up in your bank account. Now, my first time trying out the apartment mystery shop, I was very suspicious. Like I'm pretty suspicious of different things. So I will be cautious. So I was thinking like, oh, let's see if they really pay me this money, right? Well, they did. And I actually had set up a direct deposit to my savings account because I just felt like it was safer. I don't really use this much. If something went haywire, I could easily resolve it because it was with a credit union. So they did pay. They paid for me on the 22nd of every single month, like clockwork. So no issues ever with getting paid, which is always nice. Me working in HR, I know you don't mess with people's paychecks, right? So that would be the main thing. The next thing is it's, mystery shopping is a really cool thing if you are, and again, apartment mystery shopping is really cool when you are, one, looking for a new apartment, because it's like, okay, you get paid to do it, which is where I was in the real place of when I was looking, because my lease was going to be coming up. I was in the middle of a job searching, and I was like, well, I'm going to have to look for apartments anyway. Might as well get paid for it. So I went ahead, and a lot of the apartments I was looking at the time were within the community. You can actually set up and show, like, by zip code where you're looking to search. So I lived in Missouri. I would just put in my zip code and I found multiple places near me. So it was pretty cool for that. I think also someone that is in the real estate arena may like apartment mystery shopping because, yes, you're doing some work, you're getting paid to kind of scope out the market. And I know with real estate agents, they like to understand what the prices are in a different community. So say you're looking at a property or something, and you really want to understand, well, what are these apartments really going for? Because a lot of the time online, there will be a price, but it's not really the real thing that folks are paying for their apartments. So that can be a good thing as well. And then the other thing is, if you're new to an area and you're trying to learn about the area a little bit more, it can be a good thing because you'll get to know the different neighborhoods. So instead of you just driving around just to learn about it kind of willy-nilly, you can actually get paid to visit apartments and kind of, work it that way to get to know your communities better. So those are some of the good things. And the next thing I really like as well, and this is something I learned about recently, is that there are specifically phone and virtual apartment shops. So you don't always need to visit an apartment on site, which is what they've shifted more to lately. However, there are still on-site apartment mystery shops that are available. So basically, I'll backtrack a little bit with the process. So you basically will search with your zip code, and you will look for a shop. You'll pick a shop, and there are certain guidelines that you'll have to basically meet. So you'll need to say certain things during your telephone call, which is recorded, your telephone call with a leasing agent, that will be recorded. And there are certain things you have to say, and there are certain things you're not going to say. Like, for example, you're not going to get on there and say, hey, I'm a mystery shopper. You're going to say, like, hey, I'm looking for an apartment. When they ask you questions, you're going to act just as you would if you were looking for any other apartment. You're going to say, I'm looking for a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, or, these are some things that I would like to have and why you're looking to move and things like that. So you basically would have kind of a script. It's a little bit of acting involved. But as long as you don't say, like, yeah, I'm, working with this company, and I was set up to search your store or your apartment, then you should be okay. So I like that too. I like that there are some virtual shops. And then the last thing is just, as far as a side income, I would not recommend apartment mystery shopping for a main income source. But, if you have your weekends free or you have extra time to just do something and make some additional income, it's pretty cool to do, and I liked it. I've done it because I never even knew this stuff existed. So, pretty easy way to make, maybe 45 to 50 bucks for each shop. Now, that is going to lead me to the bad. Some of the bad and some of the things I don't like about apartment mystery shopping. And I don't think this will be a very long live. I was on live really long yesterday, so I'm going to try to keep it pretty condensed and short here. So the bad, the real stuff. So with the pay for each apartment shop, it's always going to look a little different. So just depending on your location, like in the Midwest where I was in Missouri, the payouts were about between $25 and $35 per shop. And then sometimes you would get bonuses if you were looking to basically judge a specific person. So with the mystery shop, sometimes, well, a lot of times they're just looking for you to shop any of the leasing staff, but then other times they're looking for you to get a particular person. And that's where it becomes a little more time consuming, and it can be a bigger payout. So you're taking more time, but then you get an additional like $10 or sometimes even $15 in addition to the shop payout. So you could get like $55 just to shop this apartment community. So that would be the bad, because not every location is the same. So, in New York, their apartment shops are starting at like $45, and then you get bonuses from there. So more easily you can get like $60, $65 for completing an apartment mystery shop. Versus here in Texas, the shops are, it's just cheaper. So you may get paid like $30 for an apartment mystery shop. Not to sleep on that. That is income. And if you're not doing anything, the other thing you were going to do is maybe just sit on your couch and watch TV, get out and, make some income. And then the other thing I will say is a pro to that is that you can complete shops, within the same day. A lot of what I would do is I would have like 2 to 3 shops, and I would spend my Saturday morning or Saturday early afternoon just completing those shops. I would schedule to see the apartments pretty much back to back. So that way I was already out. I'm not wasting extra gas to go out to these communities. And I also made sure I was in a certain perimeter. Like I was not driving 30 minutes out to complete an apartment mystery shop, because it just didn't make sense to me. I don't want to waste my money. Like I'm trying to earn a little bit of income, not use up all my money for like gas and take up my time extra to do it. So that would be the other thing. And hello, Tiffany Chanel and Edward Smart. Welcome. Hey, guys. I'm right in the middle just talking about the bad of apartment mystery shopping. So, the inconsistent payouts due to location, it makes sense just because of cost of living. But at the same time, you really do have to assess. And for me, the reason I stopped with the mystery shopping, or I gave it a pause, is because of looking at what I would make an hour versus just my normal work. It just didn't make as much sense anymore for me to do. But and then I was kind of settled at where I was in New York, and so it didn't make any sense anymore. The other thing, and yes, I'm looking at my notes, is going to be just the time it takes. So overall, the process is pretty easy. However, after visiting an apartment, so you talk to a leasing agent, you set up a time to actually view the apartment, and you complete that shop. Like you get the materials, you get the business card, you get anything you'll need to submit for your report. Well, when it comes to a report, I would say it takes about 30 minutes or so, especially your first apartment mystery shop, because you don't know what in the world you're doing. At least that was the case for me. Don't know what role I'm doing here. But as you go along, it takes less time. I would say it still takes about 30 minutes to complete a full report after you're done. And in addition to that, if you don't record your visit, it's even harder because you're not going to remember everything. So a tip that I provide folks when you're starting out apartment mystery shopping, take your phone, put it in your purse or put it in your, pocket or whatever, and record what's going on. Get a business card, get the whatever materials they can give you about the apartment community, because you're going to use those. You're going to submit the business card to show you shop that particular person. And you're going to basically answer a lot of different questions about your experience. And so I say, again, this is just another time commitment. So in total, you could be spending an hour to an hour and a half from calling that shop, visiting the shop, and then actually submitting the report, and maybe even close to 2 hours. So you really have to kind of figure out, all right, is this worth my time? And again, if you need additional income and you would be like sitting on your couch eating cookies or something, watching TV, maybe you should do apartment mystery shopping so you can be making an income and getting out and, getting some exposure and learning different things about a community. So that would be, a bad and a good, I guess, if you just want something to take up a little more of your time and get paid for it. The other thing is going back to the virtual versus in person. It's just the fact that right now, a lot of people aren't wanting to, meet people in person because, you may have a higher risk with your health. But the thing with that is the virtual shops pay out less, is what I've seen. And with the virtual shops, they are harder to find. They're not necessarily going to be in your neighborhood. When I went on there and looked at some virtual shops, which I do have, a lot of them were like in Seattle and just some different locations. None were in Texas. And but they were still available. Now, the payout for those virtual shops, which I guess makes sense because you're not physically going anywhere, you're just recording the the online tour from your phone, which is pretty nice, but you're just getting paid $15 here in Texas. The pay may be different just based on the location, but what I've been seeing is about $15 for the virtual shop. So you definitely get a better payout if you actually do and feel comfortable visiting on site that apartment community, because again, like in a location like New York, 45 to 50. In a location like Texas or Missouri or, somewhere in the Midwest or South, it's going to be more like between 25 and 35. And that's not including bonuses. Again, you can get like +5, +10, +$15 bonuses, depending on if you need to shop a particular person. Now, I've only done one or two where I had to get a specific person. Just because what I found is like if it's taking up too much of my time. Like if I call up the leasing place, and what EPMS recommends is that you try to call 3 to 5 times, and you have to pick a particular person. Is if I don't get them that second time, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done with that shop. I'm not wasting my time. It's going to be too difficult. The time that I did complete the shop where it was a particular person, it was nice because I got the bonus. Yay. But it was really easy. It was like they actually answer, and I was like, oh, okay. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, you're who I need, actually. So it just really depends on that part. But the pay, I mean, you're going to be paid, but the downside to that is you're paid monthly. So if you're someone that wants to get paid like every single week, well, with EPMS, and this is one apartment mystery shop that I've had experience with, I know there are others out there, but they do pay monthly. So there can be a downside and a good side to that. For me, it wasn't my full income. Eventually as I kept going on, I found work, I was working full time, and then I kept going with the apartment mystery shopping. And it was just a additional kind of surprise, like, oh, I have like, extra $100 this week. So that's pretty cool if you're looking for some additional income. So I want to look at my notes here. I think those are the main. Oh, and I was going to say with the virtual mystery shops, my notes just reminded me, I do feel like the payout came down a bit for those, most likely just due to the pandemic. Like I can imagine that with the real estate markets getting hit, they're probably not spending as much on training and trying to ensure that certain practices are happening. So I'm sure that the company is trying to figure out where they can make up for it some kind of way. All right, I'm going to look at the comments. I think everyone's just kind of saying hi to each other. Hey, Boss Lady Denise, if you're still in here. And Paolindo, appreciate you joining me. You have been like my day one. Hey, Tiffany Chanel, welcome. Nice to see you. Paolindo says, when I want to see apartments, I used to see a tour apartment on YouTube. Oh, okay. That's smart. Yeah. I mean, a lot of folks are doing where, the agent will just go and tour the apartment. So with the apartment mystery shop, really in that case, all you need is your computer, and you need to record it either from your phone directly or do a screen share or something. Or what I like is just on your phone. So if there's like a FaceTime, you can just do it from your phone and then do a screen share, and that saves the video, and that's what you would submit for your virtual apartment mystery shop. So it makes it really easy, and it's like, you do have to spend that 30 minutes to fill out that form and complete the shop, but it's pretty nice. If you're looking for any kind of income, that is really easy. You don't have to leave your house, you don't have to risk, your health or anything like that. And hey, Edward Smart. Hey, Donna Ree Love. Welcome. Nice to see you. How are you? Hello, hello. And Zero the Infinite. Hi. Hello, welcome. So I'm not sure where everyone kind of came in, but that's pretty much my overview of apartment mystery shopping. I know the title is like, is it worth it? I think that really just depends on the person's situation. So if you're in a place where you're making like $60 an hour or whatever your salary kind of equates to, then you're probably not going to want to do apartment mystery shopping. It may not make sense for you. You just have to kind of figure out with what your time, commitments are, if it makes sense. Now, again, if you're in a real estate market, or if you're trying to learn more about a certain area, it could be beneficial because instead of you just driving around an area on your own, now you would have a reason to, and you can get paid for it. So if anything, you can get, reimbursement for your gas and your time just doing it that way. Now, if you're someone that does not like reports, that is not going to work. So I'm going to quickly see if I can share. I haven't done this on StreamYard yet, but I'm going to see if I can show my screen for one of the apartment mystery shops, because I see your comment, Zero the Infinite. What are some good sites to apply for mystery shopping in stores? So I do not do apartment mystery shopping in stores, but I have seen some different sites. Now, I have not used this, but I'm going to see if I can find it real quick, because I have signed up for one. So this one is secretshopper.com. I'll put it in the chat. This is one that I've heard multiple times. Let's see. Okay. So Secret Shopper. And it does appear to be legit, but I do have to say again, I have not tried this myself, but this is secretshopper.com. They will send you notifications about different shops. So when I look at my email, the last one I had gotten was like a Scrubs and Beyond. I trashed it because I'm not doing those. But they were really good at sending, like, on a regular basis, different store visit shops. So you would just go to secretshopper.com. Once you're signed up to accept the shop, you just click on the schedule shops. You choose your city, you choose the shop, and then you pick a date and time to do it. And then you just confirm it, and then you move forward with the shop. And again, I have not done it through Secret Shopper, but it's one that I did sign up for because in all my research, it seemed like one of the more legit ones. So it's pretty cool. Oh, hey, Polar Bear. How are you? Welcome. Nice to see you. I have kind of wrapped up my overall conversations on the good and the bad of apartment mystery shopping, but now I am going to see if I can share my screen and show the website that I use. And thanks, Boss Lady Denise. Thanks for sharing that. Are you, Boss Lady Denise, are you doing Secret Shopper, or do you actually, are you an apartment mystery shopper? I would love to hear that. Okay, let's see if this can work. I don't know if I'll be able to change it. Maybe not. Oh, wait, maybe this. 2 monitors. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try it. Location window. Okay. You're gonna be seeing some craziness in a second, I think. Oh, it's really tiny. Okay, so hopefully I'm sharing my screen. Let me pull up my phone so I can see comments at the same time. Let's see. Because I'm not going to be able to see you guys because I see the screen now. All right, so let me know if you can see my screen, like my browser. And if you can, don't judge me. I have a lot of tabs open. Okay, actually, okay, I can see. Can I make it full screen? I don't know. Oh, I see. Maybe I can do it this way. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Polar Bear. So this is the site, and hopefully you can see it a bit better. Let me go back, actually. So this is the overall website. So it's called Ellis Partners in Management Solutions. And like I said, this is a company that does training for leasing professionals. They will actually assess if properties are meeting certain standards, if there's any discriminatory practices going on, if it's, legit area, like there's good customer feedback, which is from the apartment mystery shoppers on just what the community looks like and their overall what they recommend to someone else, right? So you'll see a couple things here once you sign up and you're in the portal. And sign up is super easy. I did it in a day. So it's super easy. You can search shops here where it says, I want to see shop contracts near me. So we'll go there in a second. You can refer people. So if anyone's interested, I can leave a link, I believe, in the about box below. And then here's where the most important thing, this is where you're going to add your your direct deposit details, because again, you do receive direct deposit for this. And then updating your profile, you do that here. It's super easy. You can see your previous payouts as well here. If you want to ask questions, there are reps available. They email you all the time if you want them to. And then you can ask questions if you need help. There's also different trainings out on here as well. So if I scroll to the bottom, you'll see I am approaching a deadline here. No progress, bad Jessica. And then I have one that's due on the 24th. So I just signed up for these. These are the virtual shops. You see, as I was saying, the payout is only 15, which I don't love, but just know that if you're willing to go on site at an apartment, you'll get more pay. Again, that starts at 25 to 35 if you're in the Midwest to South markets. And then on the East Coast, in New York in particular, you will get about, starting at $45 an hour or, per shop. So I want to see shops near me. I'm going to change this because this is my Texas spot. I'm going to show New York for a second just to show you some of the different payouts. So in New York, they're doing 45. I see a plus 10 in here for a bonus, which is nice. Those are always nice, but you'll notice too is a specific person as well. Also, bigger payouts could be due sometimes just to their challenges. If they're having a hard time with apartment mystery shoppers completing it, they'll add on a bonus so people can complete it. And if they're on a tight deadline for it, if they need to complete it that day, there may be a bigger payout. The other thing is with the bonuses too, you only, I believe, get the bonus if you do complete that shop on time. So you select the coal here and you go over to the screen with the map. You'll see different instructional videos. You can preview the shop where it basically shows some different information on here. So you'll see details. What's the rate? You'll see the address. You'll see what you need to do on your phone call. So you'll dial this number. It is pre-recorded. And then you'll have an actual code that you'll use for it as well. And then you'll know who you need to shop. This is the person. And then there's an advisory they always put in here. You need to call 3 to 5 times a day. I never do that. It's taken me more than 3 times. I'm pretty much over it. Let's see. Okay, and then there's a disclosure in there. So you can close the preview, and if you want to self-assign, you can do that, and then it'll show you are about to self-assign the shop. You can either accept or decline. I am declining because I am not there in New York right now. So the other thing is New York, I don't like that New York doesn't have any virtual telephone shops right now. I don't know if that's always the case because they just came on here to kind of check it out, but that is the case. All of these different things you see here with a B are going to be backups. So they already have a backup for this shop. But something like this one, you could self-assign yourself and become a backup person. So if the main person does not complete the shop, you can complete the shop. And you see, this might be a challenging one. Oh, it's in Jersey City, no wonder. No, New Yorkers don't like Jersey. But it is a $20 bonus on this one. So you would get $60 if you complete the shop and a couple, other people. So it looks like you need to complete, if you wanted to complete the shop for multiple people, that would be really hard, but you could do that. And then there are a couple, little cheaper ones like $15. I normally don't see those, but it looks like that's because they're in Brooklyn, which kind of makes sense. But across the board, you'll see it's pretty much 40. There's some $50 ones plus a 20 payout bonus. So $70 to complete this shop if you wanted to. Again, it's in New Jersey. So if it's a harder shop, it's probably going to pay you a little bit more. If it's a pretty easy one, you're probably just going to get the basic rate. So just depending on where you live. So hopefully that's helpful for if you're interested in trying out apartment mystery shopping. I'm going to go back here unless there are any questions about this. And I am trying to look at the chat here. Oh, really quick. With the recorded telephone and record on site, I never do these because you'll need to basically get the items from EPMS. So they will actually have to show you what they have to kind of show you what you're using. They have to send you the equipment. And then if you don't complete the shop, I think you have to pay them something. So I just leave those alone. I just don't want to do that. Plus, I feel like that is more energy that I don't really want to put into it. This is supposed to be a side income, not a main income. So I don't want it to be a lot of work, right? So again, here, this is where you're going to add your bank info. I believe, just need your, router and bank account number, and you're good to go. And this is where you'll always see your shops. So like this is in red, that's not good. They will show your progress here typically as you go along the shop. So if I I'll do this one. If you do information, you'll see all of those details and everything you need to do with the shop. And then you mark different sections completed. So once I have that completed and I say, okay, I've reviewed that, you move on to the next thing here. You have to read the shopper story, read recorded video instructions. I normally don't read all that stuff just because I'm more used to it. You make the call, you do the recorded audio, and with this, it's going to be different since it's virtual. And then you actually submit and fill out the online report. So you actually have to fill out an additional form to do it. So this is the form. So not too bad right here. This is just the first part. But if you look at the right-hand corner, like don't be tricked. You will have to complete each of these sections. So just want you to have all the details up front about it. So that is the form, and this is why I say this is my con, because people, it takes a little time, especially your first time, to recall some of this information. Like you'll be asked, the time of the visit and who is the person. So you have to fill all this out. It's kind of like filling out an application, job application. The longer it is, the less you like doing it. So I am going to go back and see if I can go off screen now. Oh, let me see this. Okay. Hey, not sure if you were able to see my face before. Let me look at some of these comments in here. All right. So I'm backing up. Let's see what's going on. What have you guys been talking about? Oh, thank you, Polar Bear. You were super helpful. Thank you for telling me about the full screen. That was really helpful. Thank you. Hello, David. How are you doing? How are things going? Happy Sunday. Or is it Sunday where you are? I'm not sure. Maybe it's Monday for you. Do I have my tab smaller? No, I had it the biggest screen, so hopefully you were able to see that Zero, the Infinite. Boss Lady saying, actually in the medical field, sounds like a great side job. Yes, I said this earlier, for apartment mystery shopping, and I think mystery shopping in general, I would not recommend it as a full-time, kind of steady income. However, it can be great for just an additional side income. And as you saw, in New York, you can get additional $60. And I will say for New York, sometimes the commutes are harder, but sometimes it can be easier just because you're not like sitting in traffic or just getting on a train. So if you see there's a shop near you and you just got to get on the 2 train to get there, 15 minutes or whatever, why not? I would do it. If I were in New York right now, seeing those shops right now, I was like, man, I need to do some of these. Get extra like $300 on a weekend, Let's see. Okay, so people were able to see the screen. I'm seeing those comments. Great. Oh, Vernet's Junk Closet, welcome. How are you? Nice to see you here. So you're saying I do something like this for housing discrimination. Yeah, and that's a portion of the whole apartment mystery shopping. So they're checking for things like that, and they're checking for overall, what is the perspective of someone coming to the community on site? Like, do they like it? Do they feel like it's dangerous? Is it just an overall nice type of community? What are they thinking? And of course, after someone like me, if I'm just looking for apartments in general, they're not really going to get that feedback. The only feedback they will get is whether I decide to lease with them or not, but they're not going to get some of the intangible stuff on, what did the leasing agent actually say? Are they actually following the script? Were they friendly? Were they able to answer your questions? Were they able to sell to you effectively? Something I noticed with some leasing agents is they will, instead of hearing like what are the things you need to have in your apartment, they will just kind of start selling the community. And it's like, well, I don't care about that stuff. I just want to know, is it pet friendly and does it have hardwood floors? And they'll just kind of go into sales mode versus a really good leasing agent, I feel like, will really listen to that person, figure out what their needs are, and then from there sell. Kind of like what I do as a recruiter. Like, I'm not going to, if I'm reaching out to you about a job, I'm not going to, sell you on the job too much until I kind of understand what your situation is, if it might even be a good fit for you. So just something there, but yes, it definitely checks a lot of the different boxes that these communities have to do. Hello, Nurse Gigi, welcome. Glad to see you here. Polar Bear saying hi to everybody. Oh, thank you, Nurse Gigi. Oh, good. I'm glad it's helpful. So I said this in the beginning, but I had actually shared some videos on mystery shopping in my overall experience. Now, my first video I talked, it was very impromptu. I was just like, hey guys, I gotta tell you about this apartment mystery shopping. Here's what I do. And so I went pretty much step by step and gave some tips that I had learned from apartment mystery shopping. So I don't think, no, I didn't share my screen because it was impromptu. I think I recorded it just on my phone, but it is, it's legit. You do get paid. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you're needing. But I think if you're looking for an additional income, or if you're in between jobs or something, it can be good. It can get you out of the house, if you do the on-site mystery shops. And, it can give you something interesting to do, because for someone like, and I was actually looking at apartments anyway. So again, if you're going to be looking for apartments at any time in the next 6 months, it can be good to do it, because you'll already have a sense of the market. You'll know in depth. Like, this report forces you to think about whether you would actually rent there. And so you'll already have scoped out the community. And so whenever you're ready to move, you will probably already have, like, oh yeah, I like this community, or I like that community, and the ones that you don't and that you would pass on. So it's pretty cool. For me, I like talking to people, get to meet new folks, and it's pretty fun. And I will say, I love looking at apartments, and I like looking at decor. So I don't know if all of the men love that in the chat, but for me as a woman, I do love looking at, different home decor and how things are styled, and different, mock-ups of kitchens and bathrooms. For ladies, a lot of the time, like, we soak that all in. We love it. So can't speak for every woman, but just kind of a generality. Let's see. Renee is saying hi to folks. Thank you. Hey, Bobby Gibson. Welcome. Oh, well, bless you too, my dear. Blessings to you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm doing well, just relaxing. Sunday is a good day to relax. Definitely. Let's see. I'm looking for any comments in here. So Renej John Closet says, I actually enjoy mystery shopping, big box stores, taking pictures, driving expensive vehicles. Okay, cool. I might have to talk with you, because I know there's a whole world of different, shops that you can do to get paid for it. I've stuck with apartment mystery shopping only because I don't have to put any money up front. And the question I had when I started looking into just mystery shopping in general was whether it was legit. Like, the bad side of this is, what if the company isn't legit at the end of the day, and then I have put, money into shopping some things, and then it's just, I'd never get reimbursed for it. So that's something that, worried me at first. So it was really good to know that this company was legit, and I didn't have to put up any money. So for someone, again, like, anyone can do it. Like, you don't need any money to get started. You literally just need to have a phone, an internet connection, and obviously a bank. You have to have somewhere for the money to go. So a bank account, and you're good to go. And anyone can do it. It's super easy. Like, you don't need any, like, summer brain cells to do it. It's fairly straightforward. So I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. All right, let's see. Okay, they're saying hello. So anyway, that's pretty much it about apartment mystery shopping. For me, it can be worth it if you like it and if you have the time. So if you have more time, try out mystery shopping. If you don't, you may want to try something different. Now, if you don't want to go in person, I think that's where it really comes into play of, like, is it really worth it? Maybe not for $15 a shop, but at the same time, you're not going anywhere. So as I noted before, Secret Shopper is something you can do if you like going into the stores. I don't know if anyone in the chat, like Bernes, do you have any experience with a specific, I can't say the word specific, shop that you've used, any websites? The only one that I used and found to appear legit was Secret Shopper. Let me pull that back up. And it seemed pretty straightforward too, because they would actually send you all the good details. They would send you the shops local to your community as well. So I really like that about it. And then with EPMS, what I like about that too, and what also kind of showed me it was legit, was that they have different representatives available to reach out to you. They will email you different shopping opportunities. If you have questions, if you have issues, you can actually go to someone and actually talk it through with them and say, like, hey, this is what's going on. And it's not like you're just using this talking to a robot or something, or you can't ever get a response, you can actually follow up with a real person and figure out what's going on. That's something else that I like about the other side hustle I do, which is through Current. And actually, I'll talk about that in another video. I promise. I might have to just do a live so that way I can easily share my screen. I got to figure out how I want to do that one. But Current is similar, but they have better payouts, in my opinion, because I'm just able to share and talk on an online community and get paid. My last payout was over 300 just to talk to people. So there's different things out here to do. There's definitely some different things where you can make, some side income. Let me see. Oh, Vernez. Okay, you're saying telephone companies and electronic stores, mystery shops. Okay, so that's really where you've done them. Okay, great. And let me know if there's any particular website to go to. Let me see here. I want to see if there was any electronic stores that I had gotten from Secret Shopper. Let's see. Oh, and also focus groups are a good one as well. CarMax. So CarMax was one that had been sent to me. So yeah, okay. I Secret Shop. I'm gonna put this one in the chat too. Oops. This is one other place that you can look at for the person that asked that question. So I Secret Shop sent me, so I'm vegan, but they sent me a Champs chicken one. Of course, I didn't do that. Let's see what else they sent me. They sent me Monkey Joe's. I have no idea what that is. They sent me Menards. They sent me Herc Rentals. And they also sent me Methodist Leading Medicine. So these are some of the shops that I Secret Shop sent me as well, just so you can get an idea of what you might be doing with them. And some of the payouts were actually pretty decent. So I see one here. What is this? This is through Mystery Shopper Services. This was a payout of $90. So pretty good. I'll have to try these out and make a video to see if they are legit. I can come back to you and say like, hey, it's legit, or hey, it isn't. But I have to learn more about them. For a restaurant, I probably am fine with doing a mystery shop with them. Looks like Circle K is another one that you can do a mystery shop, or on iSecret Shop as well. What is this? Oh, this is actually right across the street from where I lived before. It's like a preschool. That's interesting. I wouldn't have done that because I don't have kids. Let me see. So it's very local. I feel like iSecret Shop will customize to your location more, because a lot of the places they sent me are like local to my area, which I don't know if I like that or not, because then if you move, you'll have to reset your stuff. Okay, let's see. Phoenix Home Care was another one. And Shipley Energy, so some energy companies. All health. It seems like a lot of healthcare, like home health. And I talked in another video that's one of the areas that will continue growing come, 2021 and beyond. But there's a lot of home health, and then there's definitely some restaurants sprinkled in here. K Jewelers, that would have been fun. I should do that one. Or I should have done that one. The shop pay was only $10, but that would have been fun to do. They had a couple for K Jewelers, Circle K. It seems like a lot of, and yeah, energy companies. So that's Secret Shop. Okay. Let me see if I have any more in here. Oh my gosh, this is totally off topic, but Houston, Texas must be popping. I get messages in my email literally every day about some kind of party, brunch party, Sunday fun day, someone's birthday, hitting up these clubs. Like, what is going on in Houston? It's like literally every day. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I think that's it. That's about the highlights of that. Something else to just keep in mind if you do the apartment mystery shopping through EPMS, I think you can set up your like when you want to hear from them, but you may get weekly emails from EPMS. Like they will tell you, I literally have one, two, three emails from them just yesterday and today. So they're telling me about different shops that are available in my area. What's this one? They're sending me a list of more shops. And then this is just someone responding back to me because I decided to not complete a virtual shop. And so they were able to unassign me. So again, like there are people like that work at this company. They're actually based in Dallas, Texas. And you can always contact someone. They're pretty quick if you're ever having any questions. So I think that's it for me. I'll hang out here for a few minutes in case there are other questions or if you just want to chit chat about anything else, other side hustles, other income sources. But again, I will be sharing a video about Current, the other thing that I use as well. So what's everyone doing in the chat? And is Paolindo still in here? Oh, hey, I missed this, Bobby Gibson. I am doing well. Hope you are too. Happy Sunday, happy Thanksgiving week. Renez was saying hello to everyone. Thank you for that. Let me see. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. Let me look for this. Okay, the other one I forgot about. So with Secret Shopper, I'm looking on here. I got a lot of CarX. I don't even know what that is. Got a lot of CarX and Scrubs and Beyond and Fantastic Sam's, which I go to the salon. I probably wouldn't go to Fantastic Sam's for a haircut, but for guys, I bet that would work out well. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of CarX, Fantastic Sam's, and Scrubs and Beyond for some reason. I don't know. They sent me a couple of those. So if you do Secret Shopper, those are probably some of the places you might go to, like car places, larger retailer, and Scrubs and Beyond, apparently. I'm going to look at one last thing under EPMS in case I want to show you this. Let me see. If I can, let me see if I can try this again. Okay. Let's try this one. So the last thing I'll show is just the payouts that I've had. So again, I was in Missouri, so I was in a lower market. So these are some of the payouts that I had last year. So you see 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. And then I got a 41 for like additional bonus because like actually got someone that was uh like I needed to get that person. I don't know if I even realized it. And then 35, 35. So those are some of the payouts that I had. And then real quick, I'll show you some of my payouts with current if I can. Let's see. Oh, my computer's frozen. Okay. So with them, some payouts are like in currency. I'll have to talk about this, I think, but I'll probably share it because that's going to be confusing. Okay. So I'm going to talk about current in another video, and I will wrap this up because I'm not seeing any. Oh, I do see another comment in here. Oh, I'll wrap it up in probably about 5 minutes here. Polar Bear says, I hate shopping, but my ex would have ruled at doing it. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I will say women, we do shop. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not one of those women that are like super combative about that. I don't care. I will I will go with it. We do shop a lot. I feel like for men, what they shop for are like the tech gadgets. Just thinking about my brother, he spends a lot of money on tech stuff and sports stuff, like if sports, camping, all that kind of gear, any of the new gadgets that are out there, gaming stuff. That's what men spend, or boys, guys, whatever. I feel like that's what they spend their money on. I have a friend, her husband spent like just a ton of money on camping gear, and we all went camping. It was my first and last time camping. I loved it in some ways, but it ended kind of badly. So who knows? I might try it one day again, but it was rough. However, he spent a ton on camping gear, so I think that would be great for a guy if there was like ever secret shopping at like Bass Pro Shops, or I don't know, Walmart, or wherever you go to get those type of things, or Sports Authority. That would be great for men to do mystery shopping. But then even then, you probably just prefer to do it online. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know, Polar Bear. That might, be a good option for someone that's a guy and looking to do mystery shopping. And then, of course, the apartment mystery shopping. I mean, I think that's something anyone can do, something anyone could get interested in if they, generally like real estate, or if they eventually need an apartment, or even if you need a house. Like, it may be good to understand what the rates are looking like in the area, what type of people are renting in your area. You may not want to rent a place where it's seeming like it's all college students, or you may not want to get a house where it's all college students, or you may see that it's like more senior living or something. So it may give you a little insight. But yeah, I don't mind secret shopping. I don't love shopping in the stores now, but as far as clothes shopping, I do miss that. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up, but thank you everyone from joining. Just going to call out Boss Lady Denise. Thank you. Paolindo, nice to see you as well. Tiffany Chanel, not sure if you're still in here, but glad you were able to join. Edward Smart, you're always in here visiting me, so I appreciate it. Along with Donna Love, Edward Smart, Boss Lady Denise, Zero the Infinite, Polar Bear, which is my newest friend, David, and did I miss anyone? Oh yeah, of course, for Nest Junk Closet. And I appreciate your comments as well. Nurse Gigi. Oh, and Bobby Gibson. Yeah, thanks for joining. So I will see you guys in my next live. I'm probably not going to do too much this week. I'm just going to share a video about companies that are hiring, which I do every single week. And I'll probably see you guys again, maybe Friday or Saturday. I don't know yet. Depends on if I have a topic that I want to talk about. And then I'll be back probably on my regular schedule. So next Sunday, I'll come back on live and we'll have a little chit chat. And then otherwise, have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope everyone's staying safe. If you're traveling, do all the precautions that you need to do, whatever you need to do, stay safe, keep yourself safe, build up your immune system, whatever. And, I hope everyone can see their families, whether you're doing it virtually or in person. And otherwise, thank you for joining me to my live, and blessings to everybody. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.